Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Top Flight basketball is coming back to Springfield, and you can watch and help a great cause at the same time. Rich Enzer and Michael Katz are here to tell us more about the MAC Championships. Gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Yes. Good to be here.
What I love about this, it's a very unique partnership. It's the Jimmy Fund and it's college athletics coming together. How did something like this come about?
Well,
we got involved this summer. Don Senecal from the Basketball Hall of Fame, who works with Mike on the Jimmy Fund in this region, suggested that there could be a unique partnership between the Jimmy Fund and the MAC. The Jimmy Fund's been associated for a long time with baseball, the Red Sox. Before that, the Braves, back till 1948. And they were looking to expand outside of that association. And they wanted to get into some new markets to develop charitable giving. So the MAC offered them that opportunity. Here we are in Springfield for the beginning of March Madness. And at the same time, we're located in schools in New York and New Jersey, Maryland, and Connecticut, so they could start pushing their footprint out a little bit.
It's great to have that expansion because, you know, you just want more funding for the great cause. And let's talk about that great cause. Tell us about the Jimmy Fund and what it's all about.
Well, the Jimmy Fund is associated with the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. And it's our goal, basically, to find a cure for cancer and to help both pediatric patients and adult patients find a cure for cancer. And we're always looking for new opportunities. We are a national charity and known throughout the country, and so we are trying to expand our vision beyond just New England.
Well, and you've done a great job in New England. I mean, anyone who's watched a Red Sox game, the Jimmy Fund is synonymous with it. So you do a great job. But now it is making that transition to college ball. And let's give a little event details for people out there. If you want to see some great college hoops, you can do that at the Mass Mutual Center, kicking off in March.
Oh, yeah, we have Ticketmaster. You can go look at ticket prices, but as lowly priced as $10. The good news here is that for every ticket purchased, a piece of it will go towards the Jimmy Fund. $2 a ticket on the higher end, $1 at the lower end. But, yeah, we're going to see some great basketball. We have a race right now where we have 6 teams 2 weeks out from this championship, and we don't know who's going to win it.
Really?
Niagara's #1, but they're a game ahead of 5 other teams. It's been back and forth all season. Loyola, who won it last year, is in second. And then we have Iona, Fairfield, Manhattan. They're all in that mix. And a Canisius team that came out of nowhere with a new coach, Jim Barron, who had been at Rhode Island beforehand. And his son, Jimmy's just lighting it up for him. So it's going to be some great basketball. And on the women's side, Marist College comes back in. They're the 10-time defending champion.
Really?
They are in the MAC what UConn is in the Big East. And they're looking to defend that title and get back to the NCAA championship in March.
And so for those people at home who don't necessarily know what the MAC is, it's an athletic conference.
That's right. 10 schools in the Northeast. We range from Loyola in Baltimore to Fairfield locally in Connecticut, and west of here in Albany we have Siena. And we're all private institutions, about 35 to 4,000 enrollment, with a focus on basketball, although we run 23 championships. Last week we were running indoor track at the Armory in New York City. In Buffalo, we were running swimming and diving. So it's a multi-team and multi-sport championships, but basketball is our big focus.
And the nice part is, with the Jimmy Fund's involvement, what was once very much a localized thing, you're now bringing to all these different schools all across New England and even further out.
Right, and the money goes primarily for research dollars that are unrestricted so that we can try to develop new and novel treatments and new and novel medicines, not only to help the patient at Dana-Farber, but also to help train the oncologists throughout the country, which is what we do. We're a major research hospital as well as treatment.
And our student athletes are going to be very involved in this. We're going to have 2 of them tonight at the reception at the Hall of Fame to introduce them to the Jimmy Fund chapter here in Western Massachusetts. But the fact that our student athletes could get involved in this and be associated with the Jimmy Fund is a win-win, because for the Jimmy Fund, they want to get the younger people involved in supporting the charity. Plus, they're the leaders of the future. These are great academic and athletes. And the opportunity to get them involved, get them down to Boston, visit the Dana-Farber Institute and interact with the doctors and researchers is just something that they're very excited about on the Jimmy Fund. And in the MAC, where we try to balance athletics and academics, it's important to us as well.
Well, I love that you're really holding true to the credo of student athletes. You know, you're teaching them inside and outside of the court and community. So I want to thank the 2 of you.
Thank you.
For spreading your mission. a little bit outside of the Red Sox games. Hey, and for more information on the tournament and how you can help, visit MAACachusetts.com. So it's Massachusetts.com.
February is National Library Lovers Month, so we decided to check out some libraries across the Pioneer Valley. Judy Clinny, director of the Agawam Public Library, told us the best way you can help support your local library.
The best way that you can love your library is to come see what we have to offer, and then when you see what we have to offer, tell your friends about it. We're down here, we're free, we're open all the time.
Located at 750 Cooper Street, the Agawam Public Library has something for everyone.
People come to the library to take out books and movies and audiobooks and things like that, but we also have digital books.
The library offers over 15,000 digital books that can be downloaded right from the comfort of your own home. All you need is your library card.
You can download them onto your iPhone, iPad, or any other personal device, Kindle or Nook that you would like to, and you can listen to them as you see fit, or read them if they're an electronic book.
The staff at the library is there to help you with whatever you may need, from picking out a good book or DVD to setting up an email address or even printing out tax forms. The librarians can help you every step of the way. The library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. To learn more about everything the Agawam Public Library has to offer, visit them online at agawamlibrary.org. Still to come on Mass Appeal, from food to drink, we've got you covered with a delicious south of the border dinner idea, and not one but two different margarita recipes. And up next, the Income Plan Man is back in Studio 1A to share tips on how to plan for long-term care assistance when it comes to your retirement. Stay tuned.
And one of those things come out, like the fake thing, it's like savings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But I'm audiobook though. The
Oh, really?
audiobook's available. I like audiobooks.
You like audiobooks, really?
Well, you know what I've been doing? I've been listening like. Welcome back to Mass Appeal. There are about 10 things that you need to know when you're planning a retirement. So each week we're starting a series that we tell you a new tip. And today we're joined by Dylan Bond. He's the owner of Bond Financial Services, and he's here to explain yet another pillar of that. Dylan, it's a pleasure to see you.
It's great to be here, Seth.
Let's do a little recapping. So
Okay.
these 10 tips, by the way, they're all in this book.
They are in the book.
Which people can get maybe if they hang out with you a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's right.
So first, you got to plan for a long life.
Yeah.
Which basically means that you might live 30, 40 years without a paycheck.
Yeah, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, life expectancies are getting longer, and the longer we live, the higher medical costs are going to be. B, the longer we're going to need our money to last for us. So there's a lot of things we need to be aware of when planning our retirement that all revolve around the fact that you could spend 25 to 30 years in retirement without a paycheck.
And that it adds up because tip 2 is healthcare expenses are going to rise. Housing costs are something you need to think of. You got to plan for long-term care if maybe you're not in that house or you need assistance.
Absolutely.
But the next one, and this one gets me, it's inflation.
Yeah, what we're going to notice going through these steps is they all tie together very tightly.
Oh yeah.
And inflation is a silent killer because as time goes on, if your money's not working for you in keeping pace with inflation, the value of your dollars are going backwards while the value of the things the cost of goods and services that you consume and use are becoming higher priced. So you really have to keep an eye on inflation. The average inflation rate that most people talk about out there is 3%. But keep in mind that the inflation rate that is used out there does not include food, does not include health care, and does not include fuel, which I think are three of the top things we use day to day.
That you use, yeah, it's
Absolutely.
food, fuel, to get to food,
Yep.
and you have to have somewhere to live. That's ridiculous.
And then when you think about it, as you're retired, you're in the later stages of life, so healthcare costs go up. And study after study show that healthcare inflation is growing at 2 to 3 times more than the average inflation rate out there. So again, we did a piece a couple of weeks ago on the cost of healthcare and what you can expect to spend if you're 65 through retirement, being almost $250,000. If that's going to grow at an average rate of, let's say, 4 to 6% a year, and your money's only growing at 0.5% a year, you can see that 10 years down the road, it's going to take a lot more of your money to buy the healthcare services that you're going to be needing.
Well, and that's the thing. If you put your money under your mattress, or if you're the kind of person that just keeps it in a savings account in a bank, you're definitely not getting that 3 to 4% that you need.
Yeah, I mean, I work predominantly with people that are at or near retirement, and 50 and older, really, getting them ready to plan that retirement out so they have the best probability or likelihood of not having any surprises as they go through retirement. And what we try to do is create different pieces of the plan to take into consideration these different things that we're talking about over these last couple of weeks.
And the thing that's nice about you too is you talked to me once. You said it was pockets of money.
Right.
You help people establish little nest eggs of money in different places so that you can be prepared for all these unforeseen expenses.
Yeah, there's no silver bullet out there. There's no one account you can take all of your money and put it in that will accomplish anything that you need to worry about going through retirement. What you have to do is you have to, in my opinion, when you do retire, the first thing you need to worry about is a paycheck. So you have to have an income plan first. The second thing you need to have is what I call a liquidity plan. That means enough access to cash without having to worry about market volatility or losses or surrender penalties or any type of penalties that you might get from a long-term commitment. If you have enough cash and enough income, then everything else that you do will not create you to have many sleepless nights because you know you have the income and you know that you have enough cash to accomplish things that you want to do if they come up.
It seems to me that you got to start now.
Yep.
Because it's just going to get more and more expensive as time goes on. But it seems like, and I don't have a financial planner, but it seems like you maybe need one because there's so many things that we always talk about that people don't think of. So you can meet with someone, sit down with a pen and paper, and then you know that they're not going to slip through the cracks.
You know, what I tell everybody, I do those seminars every week, the 7 fundamental ways to not outlive your money. I have them coming up over the next couple of weeks. We have them at the Hamden House, La Cucina de Hamden House in Hamden, Massachusetts. That's on the 27th of February. Then we have a couple in the first couple of weeks of March at Leones in Springfield.
On the 16th and the 18th.
Right, and that's, I think, the best way to get to hear a little bit more about what we do and how we do it. And if at that time you want to meet with me, the number one commitment I make to anybody that chooses to meet with me, whether they're coming in from the TV or coming in from the seminar, is that the first appointment is a get to know you appointment. I'm just going to find out what you're doing, how you're doing it, the way that you think, and then see if there's anything that I can't help you identify that you might have overlooked, or talk about things that maybe you didn't think about. And I think that's the best way to start.
These seminars must be really nice too, because sometimes, if I was watching this on TV maybe, or if I'm just talking finances, it's paralyzing, you know what I mean? Because there's so much to think about.
Yeah.
And the fact that you need to be prepared to live 25, 30, 35 years without a paycheck,
Yep.
it's daunting. So to be able to have someone like you break it down
Right.
makes it a lot nicer.
You know, there's so many choices out there now. The baby boomers are turning 65 by about 10,000 a day, and all these financial services companies out there are trying to get their business. And they're creating all these products that sound great, but you really have to understand how they work and what the underlying fees, expenses, and terms of the accounts are, because sometimes that isn't talked about too much in detail until after the client already
After the contract
owns it.
signed,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And you really don't want to get yourself involved in anything until you really know what you're doing.
That's why it's nice to just sit down and talk first. So Dylan, thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And you can visit bondfinancialservices.net, or you can call 413-754-4747 and just let Dylan and his staff take all the steps to secure your financial future. Coming up on Mass Appeal, get ready to lace up your sneakers for a great event. We're going to tell you how easy it can be to walk for wishes. But first, the Biebs. He's in trouble again. We're going to fill you in today's Hollywood Buzz.
I won't have time to get there during the animation.
Okay,
So I think she should put that story second, so Seth and I can kind of go back and forth during that long intro without B-roll, and have another story with a short intro. Yeah.
Really hard because this is
All right.
starting in about a little over a minute. We can't have that door open because folks come through.
Danielle Payonessa.
Are you sure?
Okay. Sometimes people say, I feel like they're saying things just to like.
Webble, Smith, call me whatever.
Granting a child's wish is as easy as lacing up a pair of sneakers. Joining in on the third annual. Perfect. Perfect. Yo, that's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Because then it would be awkward for Seth to just talk to himself for a really long time.
I know.
On camera.
Right, about
I didn't think. Yeah.
How you doing? Good, good. You're good. You're gonna be great.
Awkward.
You're gonna look at
yeah,
her.
You look so cute too.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just talk to me.
Okay.
Just talk. Yeah, and this is like something I
Easy,
know.
casual. We
Usually I
like
just- Granting a child's wish is as easy as lacing up a pair of sneakers. Join in on the third annual Walk for Wishes, and here to share more about it are Peg Wabel from the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and Danielle Payonessa. Great to have you both here.
Thank you so much.
Make-A-Wish Foundation, what a wonderful organization. Peg, tell us all about the mission.
It is. You know, everybody's familiar with Make-A-Wish, and, you know, sometimes people think that we grant wishes to the terminal child who wants to go to Disney, and that's the first thing we really want to clear up, is that we grant wishes to children who are currently facing a life-threatening medical condition. We want to empower them. You know, they don't get to make a lot of decisions when a child is facing an illness, doctor's visits and hospital stays, but they do get to pick what their wish is going to be.
And that's the one thing that they can't control. There's so much that's going on that's negative in their life, and it's true. What you do is just bring a smile to their face and their family too.
You know, it's so true. And we're told that, you know, when children wish, they often wish in the realm of fantasy. They wish for their illness to go away. They wish to graduate high school. And those are wishes the medical community can't grant. And that's where they tell us that Make-A-Wish comes in. We let the child decide and have power over something.
It's amazing.
It
And
is
a wish
great.
is not cheap to grant.
The average cost of a wish now is $7,500. There's absolutely no cost to the family. And we raise those funds through individual donations, corporate donations, events that we host, like our Walk for Wishes.
Yes, which is a fun event. And Danielle, you're here to tell us all about the event, where it is, when it is. What are the details?
This is our third annual event, like they said. It is March 10th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Holyoke Mall. This walk will help grant 3 to 4 wishes, hopefully for children with life-threatening medical conditions. It's a fun indoor event for all ages. It will begin with a Zumba warm-up, and throughout the day there's food and drinks. And for entertainment, we have Shuffles T the Clown and Happy Face Face Painter. A DJ will be playing music throughout the walk, and registering is very, very easy. We invite you all to join, and hopefully invite your friends, family, and coworkers to join your team. If you can't make a team, we encourage you to join another team or sign up as an individual walker. Any help we just love it, and we hope that you will help make this event a success.
Yes, it really is as easy, like you said, Danielle, as easy as logging onto the website. So people can register as an individual, or they can start a team themselves. It's not too late to do.
No,
Get
not
your
at
friends, coworkers, whoever you can to join you. You can also join another team. My team is Tropical Trekkers, and the more the merrier.
Yeah, mine
So
is Wishmaker, so
join Peg's
any
team, join my team, and of course it's fun, and you can bring the kids with you. It's not a lot of events nowadays that you can do have the whole family go to. So it's from 9 to 11, like you said, Danielle, on March 10th at the Holyoke Mall. And hey, even if it's snowing, raining, it's indoors.
it's indoors.
So it's okay. Yes, of course. And like you said, Peg, this really isn't. It's not cheap to send someone to Disney World or to send them to Hawaii or wherever their wish is. So you really need that money to help
and
grant
last
wishes.
year we granted over 350 wishes at the average cost of $7,500. Our goal at Make-A-Wish is to grant the wish of every single medically eligible child. And in order to do that, we need to have funds coming in.
I'm so passionate about it and what you do.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Well,
much
we're
for
happy
being
to
here.
help you.
We're so excited for March 10th.
Yes,
Thanks
so
so
are
much.
we.
And you can make a child's wish come true and walk for wishes. It's easy to register. Just visit walkforwishesma.kintera.org.